Welcome back class. Today we are going to discuss the capacitor and the dielectric chapter, and in this chapter we are going to discuss a very important derivation, which is the capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor when there is a dielectric medium present in between them. Right now, so in the previous video we have derived the capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor, but in that case there is no medium, only the air is present in between the plates. Right now, there is a vacuum present in between the plates. This time we are using a dielectric medium, and today we are going to investigate what is the effect of this dielectric medium, whether it will increase the capacity of this parallel plate capacitor or decrease the capacity of the parallel plate capacitor. So first of all, see the derivation. So just see here, this time the separation between the plates is divided into two regions. First reason is the air, and the second reason is this dielectric medium. So this time the T thickness dielectric medium is present in between these two plates. Right now, T thickness. I am not filling the completely, it's only the partially filled by the thickness of T of this dielectric medium, having the dielectric constant is K. So what is the dielectric constant? Dielectric constant is a kind of parameter which will give the a figure of merit to what is the effect of this medium on the Coulombian force or any kind of this one. And this is a kind of as you can see, for a particular medium there is a density is fixed. So this is the value of the K is also fixed for a certain medium. Right now it's a fixed value, like a density. Density is fixed for the water, density is fixed for the turpentine oil, density is fixed for the mercury. So same concept is here. The dielectric constant is fixed for a certain medium, and this time the K is the dielectric constant, and the T thickness of this dielectric medium is present in between these two plates. So here the region in between the plates is divided into two parts. One is the vacuum and one is the dielectric medium. So you know that the Coulombian force depends upon the medium present in between the charges. So similarly, if the dielectric medium is present, then the electric field also is different. So electric field in the air is different from the electric field present in the medium. So what is the electric field in the air? So I am denoting the electric field in the air is by E naught. So E naught is the electric field present in between the plate in the air. Right? So E naught is equal to what? So you know that the simple, it is sigma upon epsilon naught. In the previous derivation already we have discussed in the vacuum, and you see because of the presence of this dielectric medium, neither the sigma of this plate is going to change, neither the epsilon is going to change, because epsilon naught is also the constant. So because of this insertion of this dielectric medium, there is no effect on this particular parameter. So except this dielectric medium, whatever the space is here, the electric field present is sigma upon epsilon naught. Right? And what is the effect? What is the electric field in this dielectric medium? So already in the Coulomb's topic I discussed you, if you know the value of the force or the electric field for a vacuum, and if there is a medium present there, so only the change in the formula, the epsilon naught, permittivity of the free space is replaced by the relative permittivity of the medium. Right now, so here you will get the electric field in the medium, this dielectric medium, sigma is same and divided by epsilon naught. So absolute permittivity of the free space replaced by the relative permittivity of the free space. That will become epsilon naught K. Right? So only the epsilon naught multiplied by K. So this is called the relative permittivity of the free space. Right? So simple, this is the electric field. So now you know the electric field in the air, you know the electric field in the medium. Right now? So similarly, now with the help of this electric field, we are going to find what is the potential difference build up. Right now? So this time the potential difference build up in these two electric fields. So if you are bringing the charge to raise the potential, so that charge will move in this electric field and this electric field also. Right? So because of the movement of both the electric field, you just see, and potential is a what? Potential is a scalar quantity. So simple, it is an algebraic sum. So V is equal to V1 plus V2. Right now, So here we just find the total potential difference build up is equals to the potential difference due to this air. I am saying it is V0 and potential difference due to the medium. Simple algebraic sum of the potential differences. Clear? And here, what is the V0? V0 means the moment of the charge in the electric field, this electric field. Right now? And how much is the distance covered by this charge? How much we have to move in the electric field? Just see here. The vacuum is present in between the space d minus t, because the total separation is d and the thickness of this dielectric medium is t. So what is the remaining portion except this medium is d minus t. So here, with the help of potential gradient formula, in the previous derivation already we have discussed V is equal to E into D. But in that case, the E is uniform, but this time E is two types. One is air and one is in the medium. So I am dividing this one. So this time, here you can write the electric field in the air and the air separation is how much? D minus T. Okay. If this medium is not present here, then simply we will multiply E naught into the total separation D. But this time, the air separation only present here D minus T. So E naught into D minus T. And this, what is the potential difference built up due to this medium? So medium is how much? The electric field of the medium is how much? Sigma upon epsilon naught into K multiplied the separation of the medium. And what is the separation? Is T. So multiply by T. So then from this potential gradient relation, E is equal to minus dV by dx, and there you will get the dV is equal to E into dx, right now? Minus E into dx, and the minus only in the direction of the electric field, the potential decreases. So I am taking the potential difference is V. Whatever the bigger minus is smaller or the smaller minus is bigger, here only we are focusing on the, what is the potential difference across the plate, right? So this is the total potential difference across the plate is E naught into D minus T plus sigma upon epsilon naught K into T. Clear? This is because of the air and this is because of the medium. Clear? Now see, we just put the value of epsilon naught here, that is sigma upon epsilon naught D minus T, and here the sigma upon epsilon naught K into T. Clear? And here just take the sigma upon epsilon naught common. So what you will get in the bracket? D minus T plus T by K. Right? Because sigma upon epsilon naught is outside, so only you will get T by K. So here you are getting the T by K. So this is your potential difference across the this plate, right? V is equal to sigma upon epsilon naught D minus T plus T by K. Clear? Now you know the basic definition of the capacitance, C is equal to Q by V. Let us assume the charge present on the plate is plus Q and minus Q. So you will get the capacitance C is equal to what? Q by V. Because of the Q charge, you are getting this one. So I am erasing this one, the upper portion. Clear? So here C is equal to Q by V. So this is the basic definition of the capacitance, or C is equal to Q divided by V. Put the value of the whatever we have calculated, the value of V, just put here. So you are getting the sigma upon epsilon naught in the bracket D minus T plus T by K. So this is your value. And what is the sigma? Sigma is the surface charge density, and sigma is equal to what? Q by A. Right? So put the value of sigma and here Q by A. So C is equal to Q divided by, and when you divide a Q by A, that becomes Q divided by epsilon naught A. Clear? And here D minus T plus T by K. Clear? I am erasing this one. So here you can see that this Q and Q get cancelled out, and this sigma, epsilon naught A will go in the numerator. So you will get C is equal to epsilon naught A divided by D minus T plus T by K. This is your final expression. Is what? C is equal to epsilon naught A upon D minus T plus T by K. So this is when you fill the partially the separation between the plate is by a dielectric medium of thickness T. Then you will get the capacitance C is equal to epsilon naught A upon D minus T plus T by K. Right? Let us assume a case when this dielectric medium is completely filled to this medium, right now? Here the completely filled. That means there is no air spaces there. Only it is completely filled by the dielectric medium. So what will the value? What value will change? You see here, this T will increase from T to D, right? So when you filled completely, the only changes here. In place of T, you will write what? D. Then you will get the whole separation is completely filled by the dielectric medium. So if you put here, if T is equal to D, then see here, C is equal to epsilon naught A divided by T minus, and in place of T, you will write what? D. So D minus D plus T by K, so you will get D by K. Because in place of T, I am using the D. Because this time the completely filled. And this plus D and minus D get cancelled out. So after simplification, what you will get? C is equal to epsilon naught, and this D by K, that become in the numerator epsilon naught A divided by D, and this whole thing is multiplied by K. Epsilon naught A by D into K. And what is the epsilon naught A by D? It is the if there is no medium is there, only the vacuum is there, then you are getting this is the C is equal to what? The C naught is equal to epsilon naught A by D. If in place of the dielectric medium, if the air is there, then you are getting in the previous derivation we have discussed C naught is equal to epsilon naught A by D. So if you just see here, this basically is K times of C naught. What is the physical significance of this one? This statement, the C naught is equal to K into C naught. That means whatever the value of the capacitance when the air is present here, if you are filling with the dielectric medium, then it will increased by K times. Why I am saying the increased by K times? Because the value of the dielectric medium is always greater than 1. Right now for any medium, it is greater, K is equal to greater than 1. It is for the air is K is equal to 1, and for another medium is K is equal to 2, K is equal to 3, K is equal to 4, like this one. So this value of the K is always a positive number, right now. So for the air it is 1. So the K is a positive number, that means this time the value of the C always greater than the C naught, right now. So the number of times asked this derivation in the board examination like that, prove that whenever you are filled the separation between the plate of an air capacitor, it's by a dielectric medium, then its capacity increased. That means, in other words, you have to derive this one and you have to prove that the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor when medium is filled is K times of the air capacitor. Right now, so this derivation is very important, right now, for the board perspective, because a number of times this derivation is asked, whether it is asked for the partially filled or the completely filled. If it is asked for the completely filled, only change in this derivation is what? Where we have derived the electric field for the air and the medium. If it is completely filled, only you have to what? Write the electric field in the medium. That means you will get only electric field E is equal to what? Sigma upon epsilon naught K. So this is the electric field present if the medium is there. Right now? So this is your derivation, and which is very important, and a number of numericals are given in the book. You should practice that numerical, and if you have any doubt, you should mention in the comment section. Right? Thank you.